with.
3rd and 7. Rush back over the middle, coming near side Pollard, and that's an excellent tackle by Holcomb to bring Pollard down 4 yards short of the first down. Then field goal drive. And he draws it in there nicely. Antonio Gibson going to get the handoff. And working forward up across the 29-yard line, 4-yard gain. Well, one thing's pretty clear in talking to Ron Rivera. And run it again. This time the other side. Good hole for Gibson, who surges forward for a first down. It's a good start. 2 runs and a first down to get that ground game going.
Balanced. They're so good at so many different things.
Wentz to throw for the first time. Pumps, gets it over the middle. Gibson's got the catch out to the 40. Got a short game. By the way, don't adjust your sets if you're just tuning in and you're thinking this is, Washington, Dallas. And you're like, wait, what am I going to be confused? 2nd down and 7. Wentz on the fake. Gets it outside. There's McLaurin who makes the catch for a first down. You hear Tom Rinaldi saying he's been invisible in the first half, so an effort to get him the ball early.
Yeah, and I think this is what you're
going to give it to him. He'll get a chance. And not much. Give Williams a couple, spelling Antonio Gibson. Against Diggs. Wentz looking the other way. In trouble, and he is buried. Neville Gallimore came through almost unblocked for the big sack. Three-man rush, still pressure, and Wentz is dropped, and it's incomplete. They only rushed 3, and they still got to the quarterback as Lawrence was there. It's not a good sign for after it. So now, after a promising start to the drive, Tress Way will punt it away. Devontae Turpin backpedaling, lets it go over his head. It's a great kick. And Washington will down it right inside. Cowboys up 3-0 on the Commanders. And they're going to start with a run to Elliott, to sneak through for 5. So we're talking about Cooper Rush. What about Dak Prescott, EA? That's great stuff, EA, because obviously everyone's wondering. Good cutback by Elliott, and then gets hit a few times. Cole Holcomb has made a couple nice plays on the tackle. Well, it's interesting, all right? We did a game last year, and Prescott was dealing with a calf injury. He came back. He's tough. He comes back early.
They're in no hurry.
3rd down here. Pressure coming. Rush is tripped up and sacked. Had time to throw initially, but Jonathan Allen came home for the sack for Washington.
He's like that out of Jonathan Allen.
Brian Anger, Pro Bowl punter a year ago. Dax Milne back, waiting, and he gets hit immediately. Boy, that's a gutsy catch as Goodwin was charging hard to make the tackle. Philadelphia sent to Indianapolis to pair up again with Frank Reich. And then traded here to Washington, taking on a big salary. But these Commanders looking for a franchise quarterback really haven't had stability since Kirk Cousins left. Obviously, Alex Smith was playing well, and then he got hurt. So they're hoping that Wentz could be the guy. As the Commanders down 3-0 here in the first. And Wentz will hand it off to Gibson, running on the left side out across the 40 to the 42. Well, a couple brothers playing in this game. Nick Martin, the 3rd center in 4 weeks for Washington. His brother, you know him probably pretty well, Zach Martin, who is an all-pro guard for the Cowboys. So this is a Washington debut for Nick. He's been around, though. He was a 4-year starter for the Raiders. But Chase Roulier got hurt, and then Wes Schweitzer's out with a concussion. So, Nick, here you go against the best pass rush in the league.
It's how it always works in the NFL. I'll tell you what, there's no easy days.
Run it again. Stutter move, penalty flies, 1st down and more, but there's a flag, and this may be coming back. Sure looks like it will be.
Yeah, I think in traditional fashion, the second you talk about a guy.
Offense number 60.
Yeah.
Why does that happen every time? Every time.
I saw it live. We were talking about him, and poor Nick Martin, we just highlighted him, and he grabbed him. You'll see him here. Grabbing Bohanna. He just grabbed him. He couldn't quite get his head across the other side. That just seems always to be the happen, right? The announcer curse. Try to give a guy a little love and talk him up, and unfortunately things happen.
Fine, I won't talk about anyone on this play. Second and long. McKissick in the backfield now, and he runs into a wall. Tristan Hill said, with a big stop and a third and long coming up in our first game break of the day. We check in with Carissa Thompson.
Thank you so much, Kevin. Giants trailing 3-0 to the 2-1 Bears. Daniel Jones says, I'll just keep this one myself. 21-yard score. It's the Giants' first touchdown in the first half this season. Off to a hot start. They're up 7-3 over the Bears. Kevin?
Giants played well against the Cowboys. Cowboys took it away from them. In the NFC East, which everyone thought is going to be so dreadful, is looking decent to start the year. Of course, Philly is undefeated, taking on Jacksonville today. Third and long. Blitz coming. Wentz has time. Going deep for it all, and it's incomplete. Donovan Wilson played it extremely well. McLaurin, the intended receiver.
Yeah, he gets nice protection. You're going to see Dallas, they use Lawrence and Micah Parsons. That puts a ton of stress on an offensive line, but the offensive line holds up really well. Third and really long, just trying to take a shot to McLaurin down the field. But now we've seen one thing Scotty Turner, the offensive coordinator in Washington, said: we cannot take negative plays, penalties, sacks, tackles for loss. We've seen now penalties put them behind the sticks. Their first two drives, that's just not a great recipe. That plays right into the hands of this Dallas defense.
And so another punt. Tress Way. Spiraling left-footed kick. Turpin bobbles, recovers.